If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear.
Well, hello, you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. Yeah, I've had to put the raincoat on today. It's wet outside. How dare it be wet in the summer? Any case, so there has been two instances just recently which have shown reform again for their true colours. Although, of course, because I'm going to say this, there will be the usual smatterings of abuse and this, that and the other. I'm splitting the vote and all that sort of rubbish in the comments section. And, of course, there'll be the comments that YouTube will allow to be up on the channel. And also this video, because it will say something about being against reform, will probably go a bit further than anywhere else, because we've already proven that that's how the algorithm works. Any case, so firstly, they came out and said they are now pro-scrapping the two-child cap on benefits. Now, we all know now that it is only going to benefit one demographic, and that's not hard to see or say. They'll say it encourages people to have children. Well, let's be realistic here. Does it? The money that you get in child benefit is vastly outweighed by the actual expense of actually bringing up a child. They're not cheap. And do you want to encourage people to start having children just because of the financial benefit that they think they're going to get? Yeah, doesn't really add up, and it doesn't really help. So I'm quite happy with the two-child limit. Some people will say, yeah, but you've had your kids, etc. Yeah, but we had our children, and we had them because we knew we could cope with the financial drain. And there's still a financial drain even now, even when they're old enough and left home, because that's just the way it is. So because of that, it's done because it will benefit the boglims. It will benefit the demographic that is rapidly outbreeding us. And they're outbreeding us even with the two-child cap limit. And so that's just a fallacy about getting rid of it. It just means they get more money for having kids, which is their sole purpose in life, which is to outbreed everybody. Just recently, it's been announced that in 40 years' time, white people will become a minority in this great country of ours. So, any case, there's that, which, again, as I've just highlighted, we know why that's done, because who's in charge of reform? Now, most people go, Nigel Farage. Well, he only owns 50%. In fact, he's given that up. The vast majority of shares who are owned in that company. Remember, you're not a member of Reform. You're a subscriber, because you pay money but have no influence on anything whatsoever. Well, I mean, except for people who subscribe to my channel, where they get bonuses and they can talk about whatever they want to talk about, because that's what it's supposed to be. You're part of a community. If you pay your money, you get your rights. Any case, I digress. So the person who owes the most is Mohammed Zia Youssef. And then, oh, why have you called him these? Because you have to wake up, but you won't. I know quite a few people who will be watching this video won't wake up, will hate me for saying what I'm saying. But you know what? It is what it is. My job is to draw and shine a light on things, whether you like it or not. And then the new one was Sarah Puchin, who got up in Parliament, I think it was yesterday, and said, in the name of public safety, will we ban the burqa? Two things from this. One is the fact that Keir Starmer, who'd basically been absolutely mauled in PMQs, and there'll be another video about that later on, he stuttered and stuttered, but you knew he was going to not answer. And what he did was, it became an example, a chance for him to take the piss, basically, not actually answer the question. But we all know that he won't. And now you've got Labour ministers coming out today going, oh, I don't think we should tell people what to wear. Well, except when it suits you, because we were all told we had to wear a mask during COVID. And you see, why should people be allowed to walk around with their entire face covered, and it's okay for religious purposes, but if I went, for instance, across my park, walking around wearing this, wearing me boonie hat and a balaclava, and on the rare occasions that you see a police officer, they saw me, they would stop me, probably detain me, tell me to take the mask off and ask me some pertinent questions because I'd look suspicious. There is no legal requirement for them. They do it because it winds people up. And it's that simple. You don't need to wear it. You don't have to wear it. You're doing it because you're a slave. Most of the women who wear the burqas, this is why it always annoys me when people go on about women's rights. Yeah, women's rights, yeah, well, wearing a burqa removes your rights. So they shouldn't be allowed to do that. They shouldn't be allowed to walk around like that because it's just not acceptable. It's just not. And to say it's for religious reasons is absolute utter shite. It's about domination of the male over the female of the boglins. They do as they're told because they're not allowed to be anything other than baby-producing machines. That's their wonderful religion's honest belief system. Unbelievable. So she's asked that. And straight away, Zia Yusuf comes out and says, reform, come out and say, that's not reform policy. Well, why not? Why shouldn't it be? It would have been 4 years ago, 5 years ago, but now not. And the reason is Mohammed Zia Yusuf. So if you really do honestly believe, and I'm sorry to have to keep telling you these, reform isn't the saviour. It's something different. Is it really? Is it really genuinely something different? Or are you just getting something the same that looks different? And as for Sarah's career in reform, probably over now because she said something that they don't agree with. So she'll be an independent before the end of the week, probably. You must remember that reform are not the saviours. They are not this great... People see them as this massive sweeping change into British politics. Not really. Not really. If you pay attention, I know people want change. And the problem is, I've said this before, the worry is people are so desperate for change that they'll turn a blind eye to all those red flags that are telling you that it's not going to change a damn thing at all. Just look at the members who are flocking to reform. They're all ex-Conservatives mostly. Conservative Party 2.0. But in any case, that's just my opinion. You can take it or leave it. It's up to you. 2 videos coming up at the end of this one. One will be the last one I uploaded. The one with the one that the gods of YouTube with its mighty algorithm will have uploaded for you. It's called The Chosen One. If you like what I'm doing and you agree with what I'm saying with, hit the subscribe button, ding the notification bell so you'll be told that I've done another video. You can like, you can share, you can attempt to put a comment in the comment section if you want to genuinely tell me what you feel, and the email is available to everybody. It's Gobster Talks. That's gobstertalks@yahoo.com. You can let me know what you actually think in there. It'd be interesting to see what you get received, because the comment section, especially with YouTube at the moment, it's just ridiculous. People are getting them deleted. I mean, some people I've heard now, on someone I know who watches a fishing channel, and comments are getting deleted off a fishing channel. It's just absolute madness. It really is. Any case, enough of that. I'm done. There are ways to support the channel in the links down below. There's also a link to a Discord channel some people have asked for. The link is down below. Any case, enough of that. I'm done. So, until the next one.
Spider went up the water spout, down came the